Hello and thank you for watching this body scan presentation, this body scan meditation, which has been created by Layla from the House of Layla. Now, the reason why you might have been asked to do this is because body scanning meditation has shown for individuals with persistent pain to be very effective at enabling them to observe their pain, control their pain, and reduce their discomfort. The reason why is that we now know that pain isn't a threshold for damage. Pain is a perceived threat or a perceived level of threat. And that being a perception, we can control the perception. Just like, for example, you might say that a certain colour is blue, I might say that it's turquoise or something like that. Our bodies have the same relationship with pain. This being the case, we can then observe our pain. We can, via the use of body scanning meditation, grow our pain, shrink our pain, move it to different areas of our body. But what we really want is just an element of control to start off with. Now, as Layla guides you through the meditation, she'll be asking you to go into certain positions, whether that's laying or sitting. But the most important is that you just find a position of ease, i.e. find a position where you feel that your pain is at the least amount possible, and stay in that position for the remainder of the meditation. The other thing to remember is that your brain is a muscle, and these techniques are just like exercising a muscle. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So without further ado, I hope you find this as beneficial as many other of our patients have experienced the benefit from this. So if you have any feedback, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us anytime. But without further ado, I will pass over to Layla from House of Layla.
Hi everyone, so I'm Layla from the House of Layla, and I am working with Revitalize Clinic to help you with your pain. We'll be doing this by going through a guided meditation, which is a type of body scan. Now this allows us to see that we have three different entities: our mind, our body, and our soul. Now often we let our mind and our body take control, and it's really important to understand that we can observe the mind and body, take a step back from it, and we can be the ones that are in control. So this body scan is something that you'll be able to practice daily to help you with any pain that you may have, and this can be physical as well as mental pain. And it's really important for us to be able to work with our breath and deepen our understanding and awareness of this connection that we have. Okay, hi everyone, namaste. So we'll begin with our guided meditation. You can either lie down or you can stay seated. If you're seated, it's helpful to elevate your hips to sit on a cushion or a bolster. If you want to, you can even lean up against something in a chair. But always make sure that your shoulders are resting back and you're lengthening through the crown of the head. If you're lying on the floor, maybe turn your palms to face the sky just to relax the shoulders back and down, and take a moment to lengthen the spine, so tuck the tailbone in and draw the head away from the shoulders. And we'll just roll our shoulders back. We always begin this way just to bring awareness to the body, and we often hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and around the neck. So just keep rolling back. As you do so, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Feel the heart space beginning to open as we create more length in the front of the body. Let's go a little more, feeling that warmth that's beginning to build. And then eventually rest the shoulders back and down. Let the elbows be heavy if you're seated. And maybe turn your palms to face the ceiling, just to allow the shoulders to rest back and give a gesture of being open to the meditation. If you haven't already, gently closing your eyes. Allowing your eyelids and temples to soften. Feel the jaw begin to relax. And let's bring our awareness now to the parts of the body that are connected to the ground. Noticing what parts are connected and how it feels to rest down. Almost feeling like the floor is rising to meet you. And often when we begin our meditation, the mind is active. Remembering that it's the mind's job to keep us safe. So often it will keep moving, taking us into the past and into the future. it's our job to keep the mind still in the moment, in the present. So just taking a moment now to tune into your senses. Give the mind something to focus on. So let's bring our awareness to everything that we can hear. Noticing sounds that might be outside of the room. Small sounds inside. Maybe you can even hear the sound of your breath. Awareness of any taste in the mouth. Noticing anything that you can smell. Maybe you can see light, shade, colors, maybe even patterns on the eyelids. And beginning to tune in to anything that you can feel against your skin. Awareness of how your clothes feel. Maybe you feel warm or cool. Some places may be warmer than others. Maybe you can feel the air brushing against your cheeks or your nostrils. Noticing the sensation of the breath as it travels down the back of the throat and into the chest. Becoming more and more aware of everything that you're experiencing in this moment. And we'll begin to connect to our breath. Noticing how your chest rises and falls, and how your ribs expand not only in the front, but in the back and side of your body. Then begin to breathe deeper into the pit of the stomach as we breathe through the stomach, drawing the navel to the spine as we allow the air to flow out. And as we delve deeper into our meditation, see if you can become aware of the fact that we are observers, that we are separate from our body and separate from our mind. That any messages that are coming in through the mind and from the body are coming to you, the receiver. And what this means is that anything that we're experiencing, any dis-ease in the body, we are observing it and it is not us. So let's begin to tune into what the body and the mind are telling us. Bringing your awareness to your toes. Notice how the toes are feeling. Bringing awareness to the arches of the feet and the heels. The tops of the feet and the ankles. Bringing awareness to the shins and the calves, the front and back of the knees. Awareness of the thighs, the back of the legs, the hips. Awareness of your pelvis, the base of the spine, each and every vertebrae. Awareness of the side body, the shoulder blades, the stomach and the chest. Awareness of shoulders, top of the arms, elbow. Awareness of the forearms and the ribs. Awareness of palms and back of the hands, thumbs, each and every finger. Awareness of the throat and the back of the neck. The top of the head, the ears, the back of the head. Awareness of the forehead and temples, eyebrows, eyelids. Awareness of your cheeks and your nose, the chin, jaw, lips. Awareness of your teeth and your tongue. Awareness of the whole body. I invite you to bring your awareness back to your breath now. noticing if it's slow, deep, or quick and shallow. And let's see if we can make it a little bit slower, a little bit deeper, as we move more and more into relaxation mode, coming out of that fight and flight mode. Knowing that anything that we're experiencing in our external world, through our body and our mind, is completely separate to us and who we are. And with this in mind, I invite you to bring your awareness to a part of the body that you may be experiencing pain. And just take in a moment to sit with that pain, observing it. Maybe there's some words that come up. It can be dull, ache, sharp, small, big. Maybe there's some emotional words that come up when you think about that pain. Frustrated, sad, scared. Just taking a moment to observe. See how the mind and the body is reacting. Seeing if you can allow there to be a compassionate observation. Gifting yourself with that compassion without judgment of whatever you find. Almost like you're creating a relationship with the pain rather than running from it. And now we'll come back to the breath, and we'll use the breath to soothe us and to dissolve the pain. So maybe visualizing now the breath coming in through the nostrils, traveling down the back of the throat, and slowly beginning to move in towards the part of the body that feels pain. Now if you find it difficult to visualize the breath, maybe give the breath a color. And as you breathe in through the nostrils, feel that breath, feel the color, see the color moving through you into that space. And as that color, the breath travels down into the part of the body or up to the part of the body where the pain sits. Visualizing the breath, the color beginning to dissolve the pain. And the more and more you breathe into that space, you can feel, observe that pain becoming weaker. You can feel the mind and body beginning to soften. And then as you breathe out, visualize that pain, that discomfort flowing out with the breath. So we're breathing in deeply, visualizing that color, the breath traveling to the pain. Seeing the pain dissolve, feeling the pain dissolve. And then as you take that long breath out, you feel the pain flowing out of it. Big, deep breath in. Long, soothing and releasing breath out. And the more and more we practice, the more we use our breath to soothe us, to observe, create a relationship with the sensations, both physical and emotional in the body. The more we're able to detach, to step back and see that the pain is not us, that these are just messages in the body coming through the mind. Let's take a few more breaths here. And with your next breath out, drawing your awareness back to your nostrils. And then moving the awareness up to your third eye, that space between the eyebrows. And drawing the awareness to your forehead and the crown of the head. Right down your ears to the back of your neck and your throat. Awareness of shoulders, top of the arms, elbows and forearms. Awareness of wrists, each and every finger and your thumb. Awareness of chest, ribs and stomach, each and every vertebrae. Your back, base of your spine, your sit bones. Moving your awareness all the way back down through the top of the legs and knees, the bottom of the legs and the ankles. Awareness of the arches of your feet and your toes. And coming back to that feeling of the floor rising to meet you as you come back to the parts of your body that are connected to the ground. Beginning to sense the space that's around you, all the objects, maybe there's people, and all the space that's in between. Awareness of anything that you can hear, smell, taste. Any light, shade, colours on the eyelid. Beginning to deepen your breath, maybe allowing the breath to flow out through the mouth now. Becoming more and more aware of that space that's around you. And we'll begin to gently wriggle the fingers and wriggle the toes. Maybe you'd like to move your head from side to side, maybe up and down. Circling wrists and ankles. Maybe you'd even like to reach your hands up and over your head, length and through the sides of the body. If you're sitting up, you can come into a slight back bend. If you're lying on your back, rolling onto the side, and let's all meet together with hands at heart. Rubbing your hands together to create heat. Bring awareness to the palms of the hands. And then bringing your hands over your eyelids. Take a big breath in. Exhale with a big sigh. Opening your eyes from beneath your hands. And bringing your hands back to your heart. Thank you everyone. Namaste.